Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a while, and the last few that I think I'd done, I kind of made into like a random occasion. I picked a random occasion and then just went, get ready for me for this occasion, even though I wasn't doing that occasion. But yeah, this is just going to be a kind of like just a random everyday kind of get ready with me. And that, even though I don't really put makeup on every day or so, but today I am, and stuff. But yeah, this is just like no real occasion one, just for the everyday and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna do my makeup first. I know there's this thing going around on, I think it's on TikTok, where it's like, do you do your hair, makeup, and then outfit? Or do you do makeup, outfit, no, makeup, hair, outfit, or is it outfit, hair, makeup? I think that's the three options. And that, but I'm always the person who will do my makeup first and then do my hair and then somewhat get changed. There is the odd occasion where I'll do like my makeup first and then get changed and then do my hair, depending if my hair's gonna get ruined when I get changed or not. But yeah, I always do my makeup first. Just dropped a lip gloss and my setting spray and stuff, so let's put them up there. But yeah, so I've got my bag of brushes, my makeup bag, which I'm not lifting up just in case anything else falls out of it. I have got to say, having this makeup bag genuinely makes it harder to find my brushes and stuff in here, because I've got like disposable like spoolies that I have, which I'm like, I don't want to get rid of. I want to use them before I get rid of them. Some like cards in here if I need to do like a lip print, and that. I got all my beauty blenders in here, a palette that needs cleaning and stuff, which takes up some space, so I'm kind of like digging through it all the time, which isn't the best. But I also have a sharpener in there as well. But yeah, sorry if you can hear any like cars whizzing by or anything during this, because my door is open and it needs to be open, because I'm currently home alone while filming this. My dad has gone out to work. I don't know why I said he's gone out. He's gone to work. So he's working in the office. So I've got to have my door open for if we have any post while I'm up here. And that, because it's just easier to have my door open than it be shut. Even though I'll be able to hear, even with it shut, it's just easier to have it open. And the bathroom window is open, so yeah. Sorry if you can hear any noise from that. But yeah, to give you guys a bit of an update of what has been going on, if you guys haven't seen the vlogs in the past, well, this year at the moment, with the new year beginning, not much has really changed anything. Why has it stopped coming out? we go, a bit came out. Sorry, I was distracted by, like, my primer isn't, like, pumping out. Oh, now it is. But yeah, not really much has, like, changed personally at the moment. Apart from house-wise, my sister's room has started getting done. I think I originally said that I was gonna do it, which I was, but with my nan and granddad coming over so soon, and we had a bunch of stuff just being stored in there, my dad kind of just went and gone, he wants to get it done as soon as possible. So we had like a weekend and somewhat of, well, during now I'm talking to you guys, it is getting done, so kind of this week to be done. Well, this is when this is getting uploaded, to get done, and it's somewhat done. It's not going to be fully complete, but it is somewhat getting there. And for easiness, it was just easier to try and get like my dad to get it done, like especially the ceilings and stuff, because he's taller than me. And then he was going to go a different route with painting the walls, which I didn't fully understand or know how to do it, so it ended up being a thing of he was going to do it and that, because it was just easier, because I didn't understand how to do the method that he wanted or he was going to do. And then he went with a method which I can do, which is just use a roller. But yeah, so that room is slowly getting done. How I just poked myself somewhat in the eye with the brush, which means my room will slowly get rearranged. I think that is a video, I think it might be towards the end of the year, because I didn't know when my room was going to get rearranged, which if it is, I might swap with another one, someone during the year, which is like an updated room tour of my room. Obviously not how it is now, because it's been the same layout for a while. But yeah, but just do a nice simple updated room tour when my room gets rearranged and stuff. I also need to find a new like filming like layout and setup, because I could either continue filming in my room, or now I'm thinking about it, because my bed is swapping from, this is my headboard there, from swapping on that wall to being on that wall against my mirror, which means if I sit on my bed like I do when I film videos, apart from this one I'm at my desk, the window is going to be behind me, so that's not the best for lighting. But if I move into my sister's room, or my sister's old room shall I say now, and film in there at my desk, because my desk is going to be like facing the window in there, so if I move and film in there, then the lighting is directly hitting me, so I could do that. But the only thing is I'll have to film at my desk or use my desk chair to film, because there's no other furniture in there at the moment, and stuff, so yeah. So I'd have to do that, but that might seem like a better option actually, especially for like lighting and stuff. That might be the best option, to film in my sister's room and have that be like my kind of office, and stuff, my study kind of area. Not that I study anything, Like, I don't know why it's called a study in the UK, because that kind of like indicates that you're like studying something, but it's not. But my office, because my desk is in there, but then also kind of like a filming room kind of thing, which might be better to do that for lighting wise, so I kind of need to figure that one out. But yeah, I don't know about that one. I just thought about like moving into there to do that literally as I said it. Otherwise I would have been trying to find a place in my room to try and figure it out. But yeah, so I need to do that. But yeah, so my sister's room is slowly coming together. And there'll be like an update on how it looks in a vlog. And that probably, because I'm not going to do a separate video to show you guys what that room looks like, unless I do like a quick overview in like the room tour or something of my bedroom, of that room. But yeah, so it's just going to be a simple quick probably overview also of that room, since there's not much in there, but that is the update of that room. But to update everything else is kind of like the same, and that apart from my room is going to get redone soon. But yeah, everything else I think is somewhat the same. An update on my TBR, my reading TBR, which I think I'm going to film a wrap up next month of like the last. Is it a wrap up or is it going to be updating my book journal? I'm either doing an update in my book journal or a wrap up next month. But whichever one it is, it's kind of like a wrap up anyway. But the books I have read, I'm currently, I think I'm only 4 books into my reading, well, 4 books in the year, and only 2 books of my actual TBR down. I'm on the 3rd one, and because I've tried to do the thing of read some of my TBR books and then also try and read some of like the Richard Cole's books as well, and that's a series that I have, which is, I think it's the Canon Clement mystery series, I think it's called, which is a series that my dad wants to read as well, so I'm like trying to read through them, so then he can read them afterwards, but he's still currently on the 4th book of the Thursday Murder Club series, so yeah, he's reading that one, and stuff, so slowly getting there. So I've been trying to do that and that. So yeah, so it's kind of a thing of trying to read them, so then they're in a pile for when my dad's finished reading the Thursday Murder Club series. Well, he's got till May for the 5th one to come out in paperback, so he's got a while for that one anyway, but my dad is quite a slow reader, but he'll probably be finished the 4th book before May anyway. It'll just be if he wants to start another series beforehand. But yeah, so I've been trying to read the Canon Clement mystery series. So it's done, and then when he wants to pick up the series, he can then read it in his like own time or so. And we don't have to worry about like swapping the books over. Because he's been reading the Thursday Murder Club series and then given it to me to read. Whereas now I'm reading the Canon Clement series, mystery series, and then giving it to him to read. I've still obviously got the 3rd book of the Thursday Murder Club series to read and stuff, which I have because he's finished it, so he's given it to me. But I've got the 3rd book and the 4th book currently of the Canon Clement mystery series. I think that's what it's called anyway. And then the 5th book of the series is coming out in paperback the end of this month, so I've pre-ordered that for that to come. So I'm I kind of want to finish the Canon Clement mystery series by like June. So I'm kind of like, do I read one a month? And so then it gives me like a couple of other books that I can read out of my like TBR and stuff, because to hit my goal of 40 books I need to read 3 books a month, it says on my Fable app. But obviously because I've added obviously some of like the Thursday Murder Club series and the Canon Clement mystery series and The Housemaid, and then Just Friends, which is a new book getting released next month, I think it is. My total of like 40 books that I want to read has kind of gone up. So it's kind of like, it's going to be more than 40 books that I kind of want to read on my TBR. But my actual TBR that I'm like, I want to read definitely these books is 40, which is like my TBR video that I filmed this year, my 2026 TBR, which is mainly romance and possibly a couple thrillers or so. I don't think there's any fantasy or anything. And that, I don't think there is anyway. There might be a little bit because I don't know what one of them is, but yeah, so not that much. But yeah, so I've been trying to do the thing of read a couple books and then pick up I don't know why, bronzer brushes. Is that it? No. Found my highlighting one, which I will get out for the mean. Oh, it's standing up, that's why. But yeah, so I've tried to do, last month I tried to I read a book, and then I didn't even finish the 1st book actually. I think it was like quarter of the way through, probably not even that. No, I tried to get quarter of the way through, and then I read the 1st book, which was Murder Before, and I can never remember if it's Evensong or Evensong. I read that one in like 2 days, and then I went back to the 1st book that I read, was starting reading that year. And then yeah, finished that. Then I finished the Chestnut Ridge series, which was hopeless I had left to read, so I read that. And then I read the 2nd book, which was a death in the parish or something like that, of the mystery series. I'm just gonna call it the mystery series now. So, which I started at the end of the month and then carried it on through this month. So yeah, not the best, because that one kind of took me a bit longer to read. So yeah, that one was fun. So now I'm just in the mindset of trying to read. I might try and read one a month at the moment, or possibly two, because the fourth one's a novella. So yeah, but I kind of want to read my actual TBR a bit first and get that down a bit, because my books are currently, some are on my like drawers that I have. The add-on like kind of books are in my bedtime reading box that I have, which I don't actually read at bedtime, but it's in that. And then I've also got books on the floor, so I'm like trying to read to get some of the books off the floor and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna like, I kind of want to get that done and sorted and stuff. So yeah, I go from there. But I do that, so I'm like in the mindset of, do I just read a couple of books and then read one of them books and go from there? But yeah, for The Housemaid, I've got like a while till I read that, until I need to read it, because The Housemaid movie is now on Sky Store. I'm gonna wait until it comes out on Sky Cinema, so I've probably got a while for that anyway. So I'm in no rush to read that one. Thursday Murder Club series, I'm in no rush to read it because there's only the film for the first book and I've read the first two books already. So there's no rush really for that one. Well, for them. But yeah, so I'm just currently chilling. But in fairness, I'm also like 2 books down above my dad on the Canon Clement mystery series, especially since I can read faster than my dad. Well, I can read a book faster than my dad anyway. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, I might as well read like a few of like my TBR books and stuff before going straight into having to read another one, and stuff, especially since I'm in the middle of it. I've started a series now. I've started the Gold Rush Ranch series. I don't know if the ranch part is in it, but I've started that series now. So I'm kind of like, do I read all of that series and then read another Richard Cole's book, which is the Canon Clement mystery series? How many times am I going to say that? But yeah, also I'm going to use this palette, my Rose Quartz one, because I feel like doing a pinky eyeshadow kind of look. I don't know what pinks I'm going to use. But yeah, I might put this one like just all over my lid, and then it's got a bit of blue on it. And then I also saw somewhere that you're not supposed to tap it, you're meant to just rub it on like your hand or so to get the excess off, and it also like packs the powder back a bit more onto your brush. But yeah, I don't know. But do that as like a base here, and then now I need another brush. Yeah, that one's fine. And I might go with this like slightly more brighter one. I don't want to go with anything too dark and stuff. I don't know if that actually stands out a bit though against it. So I might mix that one with this one a bit actually. And that just to add some. Because it doesn't really look different on camera. And there's no mirror in here that I just went to turn to look at to see if it did. But do that. Get another one. Do blend. And then I might put a bit of shimmer over the top. I might use this one that's just above this lighter one, which adds a bit of darkness, but lightly tap that over my lid. To add some shimmer. Do that. Oh, I need to put the colour shade thingy back on. Stuff. And then do a bit of eyeliner. Since I've been into putting on a bit of eyeliner, and although if it's like an eyeliner, like, I don't know what it's called, like a pen, and it has like a brush on it, it's somewhat easier than a pencil for me at the moment. Like, there's no blue on this one. Like, if it's like this, it's somewhat easier for me to do it, but I'm not gonna wear like blue eyeliner with pink eyeshadow. Like so, and then put a bit of highlighter. But yeah, oh my god, my legs have gone dead. But yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I don't know what to do with my hair. I've got like two different ways I could do my hair. I could just leave it as like a, well, it's going to be in a ponytail no matter what. It's just the ending look of the ponytail. I don't know what to do in that with my hair, which I'm kind of like, So I've either got, I can either do like flip it over itself kind of thing, or I can just wrap a piece of hair around it, because I want to do like, I think they're called money pieces, so have two like strands go down here, the rest be in a ponytail. If I do like this strand of hair around my head, I can do like a high ponytail, whereas if I'm doing the flip over in itself, I kind of have to do like a slightly lower one. So I don't know what to do, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get comfortable on my chair. Oh, whoops. But the only way to get comfortable on my chair is to slightly like sit on my like foot or so, but my feet are going dead, so I'm getting pins and needles, so that's not the best. But yeah. And then lips wise, I need to sharpen this, but every time I sharpen it, it somewhat breaks, so I can't sharpen it too much. I'm just gonna use this like pinky nudie lip liner. And then spray. Ugh. And then I'm gonna put my matte lip on, which I kind of know is like her odd like beauty kind of thing, like in the years, what was it, 2016, we done like a liquid lip and stuff, but I have it and I want to kind of use it up, so do that. And then I'm going to leave that for now, because I'm going to do my hair and I want to put a gloss over the top, so it's getting left and stuff that needs to go back into my beauty bag that can go back there and stuff. So for my hair, I need to take out these plaits and stuff. I don't know how curled my hair is going to be in these plaits because I did not dampen my hair before doing it. I just plaited my hair, so it was like out of my way when I slept and stuff, instead of having it in like a ponytail or whatever, which I normally do. So yeah. So now I need to take my hair out. Oh, it is somewhat curled, or wavy should I say, not curled, even though I've got like this back poof here now and stuff. But yeah, with my hair, I'm kind of like, I don't know which direction to go in. So I might just go in the flip direction probably, because that means I don't have to try and tuck in a piece of hair. So I also need to get out the pieces that are going to be like down like the side of my head, like that. Like so, a bit. And then I at least need my hairband on my wrist. And then the rest of it just needs to be brushed back. Oh. May not be the neatest, it never is, because I can't really do the thing of brushing my hair while it's in my hand, like that's kind of like hard for me. So it is in that ponytail right now, which means you just separate it like just beforehand, and then you flip it through all the way through, and then it creates like this not random thing, and then you tighten it up, which leaves, if I can turn backwards, like so, if that is on camera. But yeah, obviously you can still see the hairband, and I'm like, I could try and do the hairpiece to wrap around the hairband, but because it's so tight to the flip, I'm not going to, because it might be a bit hard. And I also think these are slightly uneven, but oh well. And stuff. I might actually quickly get changed before doing my lip gloss as well. With my clothes, I'm just gonna wear a pair of leggings and this like tie-dye top, because it has some pink and stuff on it. So I'm just gonna wear that, and then I have a black jacket for if I get cold. So I'm gonna quickly get changed, and then I'm changed and put on some glasses. I did also end up leaving a chunk of my hair, so I've kind of done the wraparound thing on my hair. And that, since I didn't realise that I had left out a chunk of my hair, so which was great. But I'm just gonna put on a bit of perfume if I can get into it. And stuff. And I've got this roll-on one that I have, and then I've also got a body mist spray, which I'm just gonna spray all over and stuff. And then lip gloss, just going to, and that over a bit, and ta-da, I am done for the day. And that, now it's just to tidy up and stuff. But yeah, so that was my get ready with me. Well, that was me getting ready. Hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. And that, but yeah, so I will see you guys Sunday for a vlog. I forgot what I was gonna say then. And then I will see you guys next Wednesday for a reading video, which I have not fully worked out what kind of reading video it's gonna be, but it's a reading video, so I will see you guys then. Bye.